Hello students, hoping you are better and your studies are going on properly. In this video, we are going to talk about transportation in human beings, or we can say human circulatory system, or in some book it is also written human blood circulatory system. So human circulatory system consists of three things: blood, blood vessel, a pumping organ, heart. Okay, first is the blood. Discuss about it. First is the blood, a most common body fluid. Okay. Second, a softest fluid connective tissue of the body. pH is 7.4, similar to human semen. Means 7.4 means slightly alkaline. And what are the functions of the blood? Sorry students. Blood provides the medium to flow the RBCs, WBC and platelets. Blood provides the medium to flow hormones also, enzymes also, nitrogenous waste material from one place to another place. For example, urea is synthesized into liver by Orienthin cycle, but has to be transported through the blood to the kidney, to the glomerulus of the kidney, where it is filtered to the nephron. Okay students, so blood has very vital role into the body. And one more thing, the amount of blood into male, that is 6 liter to 7 liter, but in the case of female it is only a 5 to 6 liter. So what have you got in my sentence? That amount of blood is higher than into the case of male. Why there is difference especially in adult? Because female has to face menstrual cycle. Okay, and they go for also I can say that for pregnancy also, twice or thrice in a life. Okay, so next point we are going to study that blood is divided into two parts. First is the first is the plasma, second is the formed elements. Formed elements are known as blood corpuscles also. Plasma contributes for 55% of total blood, and the function of plasma is to provide a kind of medium for flowing, I can say for floating to the blood corpuscles, for example RBC, WBC and platelets. Let me make you all understand with an example. Suppose there is a river, okay, and boats are floating on that. Okay, if I say the water of the river is a plasma and the boats are RBC, WBC and platelets. If there is no water, then we can assume boats are not going to float. Similarly, here plasma works a works a very key role into the case of blood. Formed elements are blood corpuscles. Why these are not called blood cells? Anyone can answer me? Yes, this is this is related to higher level, but you all should know, because some of them don't have all the blood all the cell organelles. For example, RBC doesn't have mitochondria, and mature RBC doesn't contain nucleus as well. That is why they are not fulfilling the parameter of the cell, so they are called blood corpuscles. Okay, and it contribute 45%. First type of blood corpuscle is RBCs. Second is RBC means red blood corpuscles. Second is the white blood corpuscles. Third is the platelets. Third is the students platelets. RBC is known as, in short, RBCs. RBC stand for white blood corpuscles, and platelets is platelets only. Red blood corpuscles are also known as commonly erythrocyte. Okay, WBC is also known as leukocyte, and platelets is also known as thrombocyte. Okay, so students, these all words are very unfamiliar to all, but I am just giving you one suggestion. After this video, if there is a blood report of anyone, maybe of you, maybe of your mother, maybe of your father, then go to the that through that report, and you all will be getting there is a high heading called CBC. CBC means complete blood count. Complete blood count. Okay, so there is written TLC, total leukocyte count. Total leukocyte is the very important criteria for diagnosis of a disease. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. First is the let we study comparatively. Lifespan of the erythrocyte is 120 days. Second is the leukocyte. Lifespan is 4 to 6 days. Students, their data may be varying from some books, but don't worry about that. Okay, students. Next is the thrombocyte. Its lifespan is 7 to 10 days. Their lifespan also may vary to some books, but don't worry. Okay, students. Next is the number of the blood corpuscles. So number of RBCs is 5.4 million per mm cube, million per mm cube. And one more thing, I have written 6 also, so it is also data in some book, students. Now next, students, I can tell you all 4,000 6,000 per mm cube of the number of leukocyte, and for thrombocyte it is 1.5 to 3.5 lakh per mm cube. This is the data of CBSE board of class 11th, and in ICSE board it is written 2 to 4 lakh per mm cube. So don't confuse with your data, go according to your board data, because that answer will be accepted in your board examinations. Next is the function of the RBCs, transportation of O2. Student, you all must be knowing, suppose this is a RBC, so on its membrane hemoglobin is there, and one hemoglobin molecule carries 4 oxygen molecule. One hemoglobin molecule carry 4 oxygen molecule. Okay, students, and hemoglobin is called respiratory pigment. Okay, students. I think last year it was asked in the board examination. Next is the leukocyte kills the pathogen, means germs, virus, bacteria, they kill these all. So they are also known as soldiers of the body, and other words I can say, it provides immunity to the body. Next is the function of platelets, that is blood coagulation. Okay, students, and let me tell you all something about blood coagulation. It is a cascade process. In class 11th or maybe for your NEET examination preparation, you'll be coming to know what is the cascade. And total elements for blood coagulation are 13, in which calcium is one of them, fibrinogen protein is one of them, okay, vitamin K is one of them. Okay, students. Next, I told you all before 5 minutes, leukocyte is so important. Why? Because leukocyte is again divided into 2 parts. First is the agranulocyte, second is the granulocyte. Agranulocyte means which cytoplasm is agranular. Agranular means which cytoplasm is not in form of granules. Okay, and it contains monocyte and lymphocyte. Monocyte and lymphocyte. And students, lymphocyte is again subdivided into two types: B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. And number of nucleus also varies in case of lymphocyte. Okay, so lymphocyte is divided into two types: B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Actually, these lymphocytes are I can say that formed in bone marrow, and B lymphocyte is such type of lymphocyte which form in bone marrow and get matured in there only. So they are known as B means bone marrow, B lymphocyte. And some of the lymphocyte moves to the thymus gland where they get matured. Okay, and that is why they are known as T lymphocyte. T denotes the thymus gland. Okay students, one more thing students, that is the very important. Thymus gland is called also throne of immunity, and the size of thymus gland gets reduced after childhood, after 5 years, 7 years. Okay, and HIV, you know, the pathogen, the virus of the AIDS just kills the T lymphocyte, okay, and T lymphocyte is one of the such lymphocyte which are not produced after the childhood. Okay, and as the time, number of T lymphocyte gets decreased of HIV infected person, and person is going slowly near to the death. Okay, that is why its patient of HIV infected life cannot be saved. Okay students, next is the granulocyte, that is the neutrophils, basophil, eosinophils. This eosinophil is very important because it is responsible for allergic response. Suppose you go to the crossroads, or we can say you go to the place where dust is very high number, so you start suddenly, if you have allergy to the dust particles, allergy to the scent, allergy to the incense stick is agarbatti. Okay, so you start sneezing, coughing. So in that case, number of eosinophils gets increased suddenly. Okay, so if you have cold frequently after 2 days, after 10 days, so you should go to check your CBC, because CBC will tell you what is the exact number of the eosinophil in your blood. So student, this all about the blood. Next is the very important also, that is the blood vessel. Second is the blood vessel. So blood vessel is divided into two types: three types: artery, vein, and capillary. Artery, veins, and capillary. Artery is made up of three layers plus one elastic layer. 3 layers per one elastic layer. Okay student, next is the vein, made up of only 3 layers, and capillary is made up of only 1 layer. In this vein and capillary there is no elastic layer. Okay, why there is elastic layer? Anybody can guess? Because blood pumped by heart just go with a great speed to the wall of the artery. Okay, if they don't have the elastic layer, they may get damaged. So it is a arrangement of the nature. Okay, Next is the differences between artery and veins. And this year, students, 2020 board examination, it was asked, okay, regarding the wall of the veins. So differences are: first, carries blood from heart to the body organ. Carries blood from heart to the body organ. Next is the carries blood from body organ to heart. Means just reverse. Next is the carries oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Student, suppose this is your heart, okay, and this is your lungs. So from here to here, this is the pulmonary artery, okay. It carries impure blood, means deoxygenated. So there is sentence, carries oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. And after blood is purified here in lungs, and from here blood comes to the this chamber, and this is called pulmonary veins. But this is vein, but it carries the oxygenated, and this carry deoxygenated blood. Okay students, I hope you all have got it. Carries deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. Next is the walls are present, walls are absent. Why there is absence of walls? Because they don't need to prevent the backflow, because there is great pressure, 120 mm Hg, 120 mm Hg, okay. But here by the time blood reaches to the veins, then there is a pressure of blood gets reduced, and blood may go to back. So there are walls, for example this is the vein. So if blood flow is like this, so if blood flow is like this, so there are like this. Once blood flow, they can't go back. If they come, then this will like this, this will shut the path, block the path for prevent the backflow of the blood. Okay students, lumen small, narrow. As I told you, it is made of 3 layers plus 1 elastic layer, means 4 layer total. So lumen is small, and one more, the blood flows with a great speed. So within small lumen, blood can go in enough amount, but here there is no speed, okay, very low speed. So there is a requirement of broad lumen. Next difference, contains 13% of total blood flow, 13% of total blood flow, and it contains 64% of total blood flow. Remaining blood flow is there into the capillaries. Okay students, you will count 13 plus 64, and you will be asking to yourself, this is wrong data, but remaining are there into the capillaries. And one more thing which I have not written here, that after death there is no blood into the artery, okay, but after the death blood is remaining into the vein, in some of them into vein and most of them into the capillaries, okay. And this year question was asked in single mass one of the sets, that what is the function of walls present in human veins. So I hope you all have got the point and answer. You all can now write the answer, okay, and you will maintain this in your notes also, especially of my own school, okay. Answer I am telling, I am not going to tell you all, you just go repeat view of this video and you will get answer by yourself. Okay students, thanks for watching, and in the next video, that is very important, in the next part of this chapter 1, I am going to discuss the structure of the heart, about the heart and about the blood, that is double circulation, and next after double circulation, what are the disorder of the heart, okay. 3 more topics, major topics, will be covered in the next video, so don't miss. For this you need to subscribe my channel. Okay, if there is any doubt, please comment. If I when I see your good comment, I get motivated. Okay, because it's very hard job. Okay students, in lockdown period. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, take care.